lot easier, so you're able to make a lot more walls. It depends on which Steve you ask. Gluto is very content to go here. Crepe seems to be content. It's an interesting one to start game one on. We're going to see how this set goes here, Joycey.
It's wild because you can already tell that he's done his homework on the matchup because he didn't start Stadium. There have been so many times watching these big events, people just are like, oh, let's go to Stadium against Steve. That's not going to go wrong. But Gluto obviously having that element of, right, I have, you know, when you're a solo main to this level, you have to know the really tough matchups. And Gluto clearly, having done his homework, knowing the kind of game plan that he's walking into this set with, and we're going to see if the test results pay off.
The thing is, in 30 seconds, Crepe has still been able to mine 2 golds and a diamond, and got rid of all of his dirt. You've done well to not get hit, but Steve has everything he wants. I think it comes down to Gluto being able to play around these terrifying tools that Steve now has, and just trusting that he won't get hit out, will not get blown up. However, it's a very hard and very punishing game to play. There's so many bits of iron here at the Twizzle. A lot of wood as well. This is tricky for Glutonny to navigate as the Diamond Bear comes out sent off stage.
Yeah, this is where things get really tricky, right? Once Steve decides that actually I'm going to mine, I'm going to throw out some back airs, and you can deal with the aftermath. It gets so tricky, particularly against a little stubby character like Wario. His poor little arms can't quite deal with the range that Steve has. However, manages to get a grab, and then catching him with the back air. First stock on the board for Glutonny. However, diamonds are there and available, and let me tell you, they may be a girl's best friend, but they are Gluto's worst nightmare.
Sure is. However, taking that first stock, punishing that minecart is so important. Now it doesn't really matter that Crepe is mining everything. He's getting, get all the iron, all the diamond. Okay, it will, if you do go in eventually and get footstool down edge, such a potent defensive option from Steve. It denies that pressure. Wario loves to get those jump-ins, but it's such a crazy deterrent, so you will just explode. Speaking of not getting enough, getting a nice hit, but not too much.
It's good to see the confidence from Glutonny to be able to go into these sort of tricky setups that Crepe Salee has gone for, and knowing what combos are realistically going to work at that point, and then getting those 2-3 hits, and then maybe not trying to extend it like he would against any other character, because he knows about how devastating the reversal options are from Steve. But again, very even more diamonds are available. It feels like Glutonny's game plan just sort of assumes that diamond is going to be part of the equation. I'm not going to try and prevent it, I'm just going to try and work around it instead, and at the moment it is showing some success.
It's not only that, it's just being able to apply pressure to Steve in the corner so he doesn't feel comfortable just mining like that. He feels like he has to bite, has to throw out something. Glutonny seems well prepped to avoid those reversals at the corner, those minecarts. Is able to stay alive as well, but all that hard work seems kind of undone. A lot of resources are back. There's a lot more walls, a lot that's coming out. But if you can just get this stop off first, you're in a very strong position.
Yeah, the jab to the anvil no longer available. However, the grab into the forward throw, knowing those higher ceilings of Town and City, not quite going to seal Gluto's fate just yet, but we can see Crepe just more than happy to stay center stage. I need a few more resources. My pickaxe, I shall use that for my own benefit. Thank you very much. And another back air thrown out just as Gluto's trying to approach, and a delicate lead for Crepe Salee has begun to form.
It's so easy for a lead like this to snowball. Diamond Steve, Crepe being strong, but the back air's there to neutralize it. Another diamond is out. I think the issue in this matchup is not the minecart, it's not the anvils, it's this diamond back air. It's so hard to contest. These diamond aerials are so potent. But Glutonny has a lot. He has the momentum, he can definitely make big plays.
You can see him just dancing around the range of Steve, not quite having enough stage to get any more of a combination. The anvil still having a hitbox after that block flew away. Very, an unusual situation that Gluto maybe wasn't ready for, not taking too much damage. However, again, Crepe very happy and going for the neutral air into the back air, and Gluto on the hunt, and I love that from Gluto, the half waft. So much knockback on there, not being able to tech, and Gluto takes game one.
Really impressive stuff. It's so important that he landed that edge guard. I've seen him miss those before, miss timing the waft in relation to how he returns to stage, and then he goes on to lose the game because of it. It's such a crucial game one to take. Every single game matters here. You need to have that mental stamina. Every game matters.
And it's crazy against a character like Steve in particular, who, you know, when people talk a lot about matchups, they talk about it a lot in this sort of hypothetical world where everybody plays perfectly, but sometimes that human error isn't accounted for, and I feel like Steve can be one of the most punishing characters for just human error. Yes, the precision can be there, and yes, if everything goes swimmingly and you wake up on time and have a good breakfast and hey, that train's not delayed, good luck with that one, by the way, it's, you know, yeah, that matchup might be even, but on days like in reality where things do go wrong, precision isn't always there, mistakes are made, and Steve is one of those characters who really, really does not let you live down those mistakes.
Yeah, truly one of the most punishing characters in the game right now. So is Wario. Wario has that at his disposal. He can make you scared to mess up, like forcing errors just through presence, just because the potential on Punish game. Gluto is a master of that. I've seen so many games where he's pulled something magical out of the bag at some insane deficit to just clutch up. It's always impressive to watch. It feels awful to be on the receiving end of. So if you're Crepe, you have to lock in yourself.
As I said, the jacket is off, the second sip of water coming out. Again, you've got to take that time in between sets, particularly if, you know, it was a very, very close game. Maybe there were a couple of adjustments that you can make. Maybe you're just, you know, trying to reiterate that game plan in your head for Steve. We're not going to see the Wario Disso by any stretch of the imagination. Again, you are talking to the master of this character and has been the master for as long as I can remember, certainly. But Crepe Salee getting that PS2 pick, showing everybody that, hey, by the way, this is a counter pick stage. It's really good for me. Don't choose to go here, I beg of you.
And that's a clean 78.9 to start us off, using the TNT to one, cause an explosion, and two, get rid of some of those unwanted resources. So you can go back to those disgusting stone walls, which are much harder for Wario to break. See, he set up blocks, and he's already like got rid of it, because he doesn't want the dirt. He's beneath it all. He's above it all even, sorry.
Yeah, and just at the moment, 124 unanswered from Crepe Salee. And don't get me wrong, Gluto is making a really good effort of like charging in with that pressure, but it feels like Crepe is just ready for these approaches each and every time. And part of that combo, we've seen these nickels and dimes that's done the rest of the percent. And now suddenly, you know, Gluto is at kill percent, particularly with that minecart just charging their way through, and 26% on Crepe Salee.
I'm really surprised that raw minecart in neutral worked and obliterated the stock. It's something you'd expect to be reactable or reacted to by a player like Glutonny. What can you do in return? 117 is all right, but you need a little bit more. There's no diamond yet, and there's no iron yet. If you can get this stock without taking too much, it's going to be important, but you have to get through those walls. There you go, that back has come out, and this is actually quite a strong position for Gluto to be in at the moment. You just have to keep pressuring this Steve as his resources keep to build and build.
It's really interesting as well. I really want to give credit to Glutonny for how he deals with Steve based on those resources. So many players are constantly scared of things like the anvil and the minecart because it's always in the back of the head. It's been ingrained in you. Watch out for these options at all times. But Gluto going for those really aggressive advantage states, going for those up airs and those back airs, knowing that the option was not there. And it seems obvious when we talk about it, and yet it's Gluto that is showing that the real potential in this matchup is just, you need that extra level of awareness. But this man has been competing for an incredibly long time. He has got that awareness in spades, folks.
Yeah, the issue is, it feels like Crepe is properly set up now. Stock lead, a lot of stone, a lot of iron, gold and diamond waiting in the wings should he lose this stock. Glutonny does have that full waft locked and ready to go, but you're gonna have to get this first stock off first. And I don't know where you're going, mate. Oh, he's going around Pokemon Stadium 2. It felt unplanned, but Crepe has done very well. His movement is actually crazy, man.
I feel like that was a misinput that he just rocked with. That was the beautiful part of it, is that he knows that, okay, well, I'm near the platform. Okay, as long as I get out of the situation, we're doing fine. However, the back air going to seal that stock, and only 57%. And I see the ominous brown glow on Wario. His own diamond has made his way into the stadium, and a lovely tech chase there with the forward smash, but the recoil off the block, allowing Glutonny to live just a second longer.
And I think I know what the crowd wants here. We want some explosive punish from Glutonny. It's all on Crepe to mitigate that, play around the threat of that, those terrifying combo stars. And you can see he's done that here. But the upper comes out. A lot of ups come out. The waft comes out, but it's not leading to a stock, not finding the mark. And that's a huge miss from Glutonny here, Joycey.
I was going to say, you got to find your stocks the old-fashioned way, and unfortunately, nearly living there, sort of teasing us with the recoil off the block, but unfortunately still sailing into the skies. Crepe Salee with a very, very strong answer, and don't get it twisted, even after that whiff of the waft, it was still really in Gluto's favor, but just, again, not quite respecting that anvil, just sort of hoping that Crepe would fall into his loving hands as they raise to the skies, but unfortunately being sent up there himself, it is 1-1 focus.
Could have gone either way. I think moments like that decide the game. He wins game 1 by hitting the half off, loses game 2 as a result of missing the full. It's these punishes, these big punishes are going to be what decides the sets. In these high pressure situations, you need to be playing on point. Crepe, despite the young age, has that presence of mind, has those nerves of steel, and it's allowed him to get to this position in bracket, put himself very comfortable, gets that game. He's in a strong position going forward. I am wondering where we're going to go here. I think Crepe benefited a lot from the wide stages of the first 2 games, had a lot of space to mine, was able to get resources very, very easily. We've gone to a slightly smaller stage. Maybe we're changing the music, but it means that there's a bit less room for Crepe to work with, meaning Glutonny can pressure him a little bit more effectively. I want to see if this pays off. Sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see again. It felt like it's very, very clear that Gluto has spent an awfully long time studying this matchup down to the fine intricacies. And, you know, Steve is a character more so than any other that demands that respect, that demands that almost study and becoming that student where you can't just walk in and expect fundies to work out. You know, it's a necessary part, but it's not enough alone. There's so much more that you need to know. And again, Crepe has clearly got a very defined game plan as well. Just, you know, keeping that defensive style, baiting those approaches, and then trying to punish as best as he can. But it's going to be interesting to see. Again, it's so neck and neck between the two of them, and again, it's that sort of split-second moment where if a move connects or not, or, you know, particularly in the waft, you know, if you can manage to land that, you are going to be grinning like the fat man himself. But unfortunately, it's going to be 1-1 at the moment, and we are back at small battlefield.
Somehow no blocks have been set up as of yet. Crepe's taking his time. That's some crazy bike trick there, going over the block. There's a lot of funky stuff in this matchup from the side of Wario. We've seen a very, very strong combo to start us off, and the pressure from Crepe. Gluto uses bike very well in this matchup as an anti-minecart option, in addition to how he normally uses it in terms of like setting up something that's going to come up. Another option to deal with, nothing for the match. Another thing in the mental stack, he's clapping Crepe up at the moment here. Can he take it even further? Can he keep this momentum going? Can he keep applying this pressure, make Crepe feel unsafe as all iron has been burnt?
Yeah, just being stuck at the ledge. Nice little down tilt into dash attack the other way, and we're going to see the attempt with the forward tilt, maybe a back air to follow suit. Again, a lot of these up airs have come out to get the damage and let those other aerials do the killing for you. The bike just to sail over. Again, Steve's lack of mobility means that options like bike sometimes you just have to respect. However, an explosive retaliation into the back air, but stunning DI there from Glutonny.
Really impressive. Diamond has been mined, so even if Crepe loses this stock, he's still in a position to even things back up quite quickly. But the up air, a very, very big clap as he takes that stock, beats that down air out. If that goes wrong, that's a dead Wario.
It's interesting to see as well that interaction between minecart and bike that you saw. Just the fact that the hit lag on it means that it just stays there that little bit longer. It gives Gluto that little bit more time to react and get out of dodge as well. But yeah, we can see diamonds are available for Crepe Salee, and a trade that you do not want. £3 for the brand new game, the GameStop trade, as they say. But Glutonny not worried about the money in his wallet. He's worried about the money that he'll be making as he tries to make his way into winners finals against Crepe Salee, and nearly intercepting with that back air, just tempting the idea. But again, these diamonds are showing why they dazzle and why they are blinding Glutonny at the moment.
Second one is waiting in the wings again. This this is tricky. How do you deny Crepe the center? The mining in the corner is very scary. The roll is being caught by that overshot grab. That's very impressive. And that was a very safe F smash to go for as it takes that stock. Even if it whiffs, he has that block protecting him. But the back air catching yet another high minecart out of the corner. It's consistently working. Crepe's still going for it because the reward is so strong when it does find the mark.
Yeah,
all to play for here.
Yeah, Crepe backed himself into the corner, trying to get more resources on deck and just swinging that axe above his head to try and get those patented Steve up tilt combo started. Glutonny, however, just not willing to even tempt the idea, just breaking some blocks, going for that neutral air. But again, Crepe just electing to get out of dodge. Minecart across the stage, rinse and repeat.
He's been able to get away consistently, reset to positions where he feels comfortable. Gluto's not been able to chase down. Wario's not the character that's fast enough to do it. Oh, but you're getting farmed here. A lot of combo, a lot of damage from that combo. This is Crepe's time to shine. But all of a sudden, a glowing Wario. The pressure is there. Can he find it? Or is he just gonna get blocked to his demise? One of the quirks of Small Battlefield and Final Destination is that block gimp does work. It enables it. It's something you have to bear in mind when you counterpick Steve to it. And unfortunately for Glutonny, it was used to his detriment.
It's interesting as well because it's that double-edged sword of forcing Steve to use all of his resources. You know, maybe with a little bit of stalling, if they were dirt blocks, maybe Wario could have upbeat his way through, maybe they would have run out, but because we were looking at those stone blocks there, it was just curtains. It was just the durability of them actually meant that Wario sealed his own fate in that situation. And yeah, 2-1 to Crepe Salee so far. It feels as if even though, you know, Crepe is, you know, really underneath this pressure, he is staying completely cool. He is not letting it phase him in the slightest.
There's no way.
I was going to say,
there's no way, mate. Come on, it's top 8. You can't have the crowd sing along to Gamer, not or the flat zone even. Good, yeah, that better. Do better.
I mean, Gar Plains, that's a banger. So, you know what, I approve of this. Yeah. I like, you gotta do it, It's the classic.
Classical, for sure.
Back before Xenoblade fans got their hands on
You say that, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, surely not. Surely not. Surely not.
There we go. All right.
No.
But yeah,
look where we're going, Jason.
Sorry, my head was in the music, and I've looked at why that music's been picked. Yeah, why are we here?
It's a good stage. It's a good song. Very good song.
Yeah, but like, not on this stage.
No.
Get on Small Battlefield and play that song. Why are we going back to Stadium?
I'm sure Glutonny has some method to the madness, but we are going back to one of Steve's best stages. I suppose, with the way the bans would have taken place, you either consign yourself to the block gimps of the Small Battlefield FD, or you're going PS2. You're gonna ban Town and City probably if you've lost. You could probably ban Smash for Yoshi's Story. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's no good answer, but we are going to Pokemon Stadium 2. We've talked about the boons that Steve has on this stage, how strong it is, but you have to trust that Glutonny has something in mind with this.
Again, he is a man who has been dedicated to learning this matchup for a number of years now. He has been one of these characters where, again, we've had talk of the secondary, but clearly he's not willing to bring it out in a situation like this where he wants to do it with the tried and true. And the things we have seen utter brilliance amongst the madness that is this matchup, but it's just we need to take it that little step further. I know we were talking about human error, but Glutonny, you need to ascend humanity at this point.
He's going to have to pull something insane out of the bag. But I don't think he's got the confidence to get the clinical punishes he does. He's been consistently punished with that specific minecart. So that's something that should be a warning to Crepe, but it's currently not. Crepe has been able to get Diamond very, very easily. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if there's something missing on the side of Glutonny in terms of like how to play this mix-up game, like how to deter the mining. But it feels so favored towards Crepe Salee.
Ooh, and I love that attempt there from Glutonny, just trying to use the recoil of the block and just going for it there as well. I love that. The fact that Gluto was covering the lack of tech the first time, and then Crepe maybe thinking he's going to go for it again. I'm just going to tag, and then Wario being just there with his massive noggin, just sending him to the skies. However, Crepe Salee, nothing phases this man as he just takes the second stop back in the blink of an eye.
I am amazed that was a punish on the tech. You could see that there's a minecart coming out to whop Glutonny in the face, but the up smash came out, beat it out completely. Glutonny is in a good position here, Joycey.
I was going to say, he's doing so well. Just again, these
What?
hits, and using that late hit, sending him to the skies again. What seems like a reckless option just worked perfectly. The calculations that are going on in Glutonny's head, his intelligence is insurmountable at the moment.
I talked about a fading confidence. I am completely wrong. Insane call out from Glutonny, using the waft to the fullest as he's really taking this lead, and then some, avoiding the gold tools, out-scrapping Gold Steve. But Crepe is fighting back, but he's running low on resources.
Yeah, just going for that air dodge in as well, catching it with the dash attack, and this is such a huge lead in the favor of Gluto. And now, even if you play that more slow defensive style to try and get your resources again, look at the bar, we're only a third, maybe halfway through our resource bar. It means that waft is going to become more and more of an issue. You can't afford to play slow, and you can't really play fast. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and Gluto going to be looking to steal this out to make it a game 5.
Crepe is just scrapping at the moment with the bare hands, forced to use gold. He did not want to do that. Minecart's weaker, but Diamond is right there now, and you're going to get a lot. You're going to get a lot back from this. I think if Glutonny does not take this stock before Crepe takes his, this could be a very scary situation, but he's in such a strong position. A raw back air would do it, for example. Down tilt dash attack would certainly seal it, but Crepe is restocking that arsenal. He's got a lot. Glutonny has to do a lot to get this hit. Crepe's going to be very evasive, cover all bases. What can Glutonny do to get this stock, take us to a game 5, Joycey?
I mean, this is the thing, he's just not attempting any of the ideas, waiting until it's safe and getting those confirms. Glutonny, we were questioning the stage pick, we were questioning the method to the madness, but he had it all planned out, and it is game 5 between the student and the master, who is going to take it into winners finals, top 3 of the biggest tournament the UK has seen in quite some time.
Such confidence from Glutonny in that game. It's really impressive. He was punishing Crepe so hard. It means so much. To be able to kill Steve when he has a block protecting him, it sends a message. To punish those recoveries with death is so important. It means there's more doubt, more fear, uncertainty on the side of Crepe Salee. He's got to recompose himself. He's won the last few sets. He knows what he can do. I don't know if there's even anything missing, or if it's just you need to execute the game plan to a more clinical degree. This is a crazy set. It's not the blowout some people were expecting. We're going to game 5. We're seeing Steve Wario, seeing Student versus the Master in winners semis here on PS2 yet again. We're both happy with this. This is going to be a crazy game 5.
And again, Glutonny was in such a unique position where both the aggressive and defensive game plan could be done either way. He forced Crepe into a situation where actually playing defensive and going for materials really wasn't going to work out for him, but it is so rare to be in that position, to be in such a tall lead against Steve. So it's going to be down to Glutonny to see if he can make that lightning strike twice, to see if that game plan is still going to work after Crepe has taken that little bit of time, or whether Crepe is going to make those vital adjustments, because if he's going to make them, now is the only time left, unless you want to see it in losers.
Diamond's out. Scary stuff. Throwing up, avoiding the tech check. Wow, what a whiff punish with that big fist. Outspacing the Diamond aerial. Well, not even Diamond, that aerial. Really good stuff from Glutonny so far. But very tense situation. The first stock of a game like this is so important. Gold and Diamond out. All the big guns from Crepe Salee.
Yeah, we can see the resource bar getting lower and lower as well. Glutonny just using that quick down tilt to pressure Crepe into going for an option. The up air didn't work, but again, just being ready with the second one. The down tilt into the grab. And we can see Steve already at 141%. A lot of straight hits from Wario are going to find their mark and seal that stock in the back air trade. Looking like a little bit rich from that trade, and so 105% on Glutonny, but he's got the lead.
It's really good stuff from Gluto in this game 5. You can feel the crowd on his side. You feel the momentum shifted in the Wario's favor. But it can be deterred in an instant if Crepe can get a kill like this. But what a mash! How does he have the hand for that?
I thought that man had hand. It just looks like he had injuries, but I thought he was just incredible. My words are getting so mixed up with just how beautiful this gameplay is, and the little trip there from Steve. However, you need to pay the Steve tax. The taxman has come a knocking, and Gluto has had to pay the price.
What is going on with that bike?
Honestly, there's just
what? He's so raw! He's so raw with that waft. He's one stock away from making winners finals. Glutonny on a tear right now.
I've shown you my method. Let me show you my madness as Glutonny takes that second stock and now is on the verge of taking it 3-2 over Crepe Salee. But again, Crepe is not going to go down without a fight. The man is as cold as ice. He knows what he needs to do. He knows the win condition, and he is going to take it to the best of his ability. Gluto playing very, very cautiously. Got a little two-piece there and then just evacuated a nice little three-piece to make it look a little nicer. And 61%, not too many resources. This is looking like a very favorable position here, Focus.
The shoe is on the other foot now, Joycey. This whole set, we've been seeing Glutonny chase down Crepe Salee, trying to turn the mining. Now Glutonny has a stock lead. Now he's trying to take his time until Waft comes back. Now Crepe has to chase him down as he's jumping away. This is so in Glutonny's favor at the moment. He's whiff punishing everything from Crepe Salee.
Something needs to turn the tides, need to change another down tilt into dash attack, and the waft off the side! Who do you think you are? Who is #1 in Europe? Let me show you my kingdom as I race into winners finals.
What an insane set. Incredible play from Glutonny. You see the work that he's put in to make this matchup work for him. He's tried so many different things, and he's really, really done well in that set. It's paid off to the fullest. Incredible play in that game 5. Moving on into winners finals.
Oh, we can breathe. My goodness, just what a stellar performance from both of these players. Again, you can just see the intricacies, the matchup knowledge, the experience, the mental from both of these players. And no matter how dicey it looked on either side, they both fought with their heart and their soul, but it was Glutonny that just managed to eke it out, and all of that work, all of those moments, all of those losses have finally culminated into him charging his way into top 3 of one of the biggest tournaments that we've had in the UK and in Europe so far. Going to be waiting for the winner of our next set to join him to see who will tussle for their right to sit on the throne.
Incredible stuff from Glutonny, overcoming what feels like his only bracket demon within Europe. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. You can see how much it meant to him. That's amazing. We're going